Tropical Reef Shipyard's the largest shipyard north of, say, Sydney. We employ approximately 150 employees at any given time, plus we also employ subcontractors and labour hire guys as projects ramp up and down. I think the key thing in helping guys to change their attitude towards the return to work process is to involve them in every aspect of it, have an open communication with them and make sure that I communicate on a regular basis with them so we can keep up to date with any developments within their individual lives. You need to be able to build a relationship of trust with individuals so that they can then know that you're actually out to look after their interests. We set a few goals for them to achieve and some targets which once they met, we celebrated with the guys and rewarded them for it. So we held barbecues and parties when we reached the targets that we set for them. So when you have a wife of a bloke come up to you and thank you as an individual for looking after the welfare of their husband, it makes you really feel pretty good. Like there's nothing more rewarding to me than having someone do that. And and that's a big incentive for me, because when I see the positives in individuals' lives and the roll-on effect in a family's life, it's a motivation which gives me the courage to continue on even when things do get a bit difficult, because you feel like you're making a difference. Communication between all parties in the return to work process is the critical thing here. You need to be able to communicate openly with the doctor as well as the worker and their supervisors, and also upper management. And so involvement of each of those individuals in the process is an important aspect of getting early return to work. For other return to work coordinators, the best advice I can give them is to be actively involved in the return to work process and the treatment of the worker. Communicate with the worker openly and honestly. Talk with the doctor and work with the doctor and the worker to ensure that the outcome is positive. So the way we encourage workers to return back to work after injury is we attend a doctor appointment with the injured worker so that the doctor understands what type of work we do and the roles that we have available for a return to work program, as well as the suitable duties available. We also make sure that the worker understands that we are committed to looking after their welfare and that we're not going to give them duties which is going to further aggravate their situation, so that we're all on the same page and we work together for the same purpose. One of the strategies we use, and I think it's very important in the return to work process, is we believe in early intervention. So even before a worker is injured to the point where he needs to consult a doctor, we encourage the workers to come to their supervisor, identify times when they've got a small aggravation which may increase if left unchecked. And so we modify their duties in the first instance so that we give them time to heal and recuperate. Upper management in Tropical Reef Shipyard are very supportive of the return to work process, because they've seen the benefits that come from the return to work process, and in the lowering of premiums, the increased productivity, the happiness of the blokes who do the job from day to day. I think the secret to success is actually care about what happens to your workers. Don't pretend. You've got to be real with people. People know when you're trying to bluff them, or you're just going through the motions of things. I'll go outside of the work hours and I'll touch base with them to make sure they're okay. I've offered to mow lawns for people. If a worker's unable to get to work, I'll drive to his home and pick him up and bring him to work. I'll arrange for him to get home after work. You just need to do a little bit extra so that people really understand that it's not just about work, it is about them. And I guess people just need to know that you care about them. And it's not just about your job.